So what are 4 tips that I wish I knew when I first got into Forex trading that honestly no one had taught me at the time? And that's what we're gonna talk about on this video, guys, is what are 4 tips that I wanna actually give away to anybody who is completely new to trading, whether it's on regular MT4 or whether it's for binary options. I'm gonna give you guys 4 tips that can really help you elevate your trading, that can really help you build those long-term results that honestly most people don't really get a chance to do just because they really overcomplicate the system. I tell everyone, look, KISS, right? It's an acronym I go by. Keep it super simple. If you can keep it super simple with your trading, then you can make a lot of money and you can have a lot of consistency. So let's talk about the 4 tips that I wish somebody would have shared with me when I first got into trading that I'm gonna share with you guys. So let's get into it. All right, so what are the 4 tips that I wish somebody shared with me when I first got into currency trading, right? And let's talk about the first tip, and that's going to be to know your risk, guys. A lot of people that get into currency trading or they just get into trading in general, reason why they never really win long-term is because all they wanna do is just get rich quick, and that's not necessarily the way it works. So you have to have a plan, you have to have a strategy, right, to really build long-term consistent results. So what's really worked for me for quite some time now is leveraging this website here called myfxbook.com. And myfxbook.com actually has a page where you can use their position size calculator. And this is going to help you stay on top of every single trade that you place, how much you're risking on that particular trade, and obviously how much you can continue to compound your account by. So let's actually test it out. Let's say if your account size, you're starting with $100 and your risk is going to be 3% risk for every trade that you place, right? Or on your next trade that you place. So let's say 3% risk at $100 account size, and you're gonna risk 20 pips on that next trade, right? Which is percentage in points. So you're gonna risk 20 points on your next trade, and then you're gonna go ahead to the bottom. You're gonna leave contract size, you're gonna leave that alone. Currency pair, you're gonna leave it at Euro USD just because it's the most accurate when you're calculating this. And then you're just gonna hit calculate, and then boom, it's gonna go ahead, and at the bottom where it says results, you guys are actually going to see the lots that it's recommending that you use in accordance to your risk and account size. So you guys can see that on this example, the lot size is 0.01, which you're risking $3 max, okay, at 20 points, all right, on a $100 balance. That's your 3% risk on that next trade. Now, let's say you win that position. Then let's say you're gonna go ahead and let's say you close out that position with a $50 gain. You're gonna go ahead and redo this process, but now you're gonna add your wins onto your balance. So you're gonna start, you started with 100, but now your next trade is gonna be with an account size of 150, and the risk remains the same. The stop loss can remain the same. Obviously, the smaller the stop loss, the better, but you also wanna make sure that you position yourself to take trades with little to no drawdown. And I had one of my videos, I actually spoke about that too, so you guys can go back and check that one out. But moving forward, like I said, once you adjust your account size, leave your risk the same, you're gonna hit calculate, and you're gonna notice that the lots now has changed. The lot size has increased. Yes, so did your risk. However, you're still risking 3%, you're still risking 20 points on that next trade, right? So that's the first tip right there, guys, is to know your risk. The second tip is going to be lessons over losses. You see, most people that get into trading, they really don't know how to handle their losses. You know, when you lose out on the trade, a lot of people, what they do is they give up. They lose their confidence. They lose their belief that trading can really be a solution to a lot of the problems that they're having in their lives. And what happens is you have to learn to really look at things from a different perspective. That's all it really is. If you lose a trade, you could have the best algorithms, the best strategy, the best analysis, but there's still a possible chance that you're gonna lose the trade. And if you do lose, just know that it's not that your strategy didn't work. It's not that your method, didn't work or your analysis was off. It's just that the market is always right. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is the person with the most money always wins. So you have to learn to be okay with that and accept that fact and get back on the high horse. Because look, I've had trades that I've taken where I've lost 600, I've lost 800, I've lost 400, right? Shoot, I've had some really, really bad experiences where I've even blown accounts. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. But at the end of the day, you have to learn how to handle those losses. And yes, easier said than done, obviously, but you want to be able to look at every trade that you do not win as a lesson. Look back and take a look at, like, okay, what could I have done better in this scenario that would have not given me the loss that I just had, right? What could I have done differently? And if there's nothing else that you could have done and everything was like, all your confirmations were on point and you just lost out because, again, the market just decided to do the opposite, then again, it is what it is. You brush it off and you keep going. You stay consistent. Remember, in trading, okay, consistency pays the best interest. And I need y'all to remember that. All right. So now let's talk about tip number 3, right? This is a big misconception that a lot of people have. They have this mindset of, okay, I can do good in my demo account, but I can't do good in my live account. BS. What you can do on demo, you can do on live. Okay, whatever you guys can do on demo, you can do on live. You just have to make sure that you have a strategy that works for you. You have to make sure that you have a system that is working for you. But whatever you guys can do on a demo account, you can do it on a live. If you want to start with a demo on MT4, right, and you want to practice until you build that solid foundation for the strategy that you're looking to master, then just know that if you were able to be consistent on demo, you're able to be consistent on live. There's no difference. It's the same exact thing. And anybody that tells you different, they're probably not even a real trader to begin with. So I want you to understand that whatever you can do on a demo, you can do on a live. Now, last tip that I wish somebody shared with me is to definitely have a weekly trading goal. Because the reality is this, guys, you don't have to trade every single day. I don't trade every single day. I used to force myself to trade on days that I really shouldn't have. And that's probably why, I would have losing days. But you don't have to trade every single day. Now today for me, I trade about 3 to 4 times a week. And typically when I am trading, I'm only trading for about an hour, 2 hours max, and then I'm done. I have the rest of the day to do as I please, right? So have your weekly percentage goal, all right? The reason why I don't really trade too much is because if I hit my goal early, then I'm done trading for the rest of the week. I don't give money back to the market. So make sure that you guys have a percentage. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to flip your account in a week. You don't have to flip your account in the next trade. But if you're going for 3% a week, 4% a week, 5% a week, just understand that you are doing better than the average person. Just by going for that percentage, you're doing a lot better than the average person. So don't overhype yourself. Don't get a little too, into the future thinking that, okay, well, I really want to triple this account in the next few days. It's like, don't rush the process. You have to trust the process, right? So those are the 4 tips I wanted to share with you guys. I hope this was helpful. If you haven't already subscribed, if you haven't already hit the like button, if you haven't already left a comment, make sure you guys do that. I do want to say I appreciate everybody's support that you've been giving me on these last few videos that I've posted, giving you guys as much value as I could. And I'm definitely looking forward to continuing to share with you guys as much as I possibly can on these markets. So with that being said, appreciate y'all. I'll see you soon, and let's go out there and get the bag.